All right, you have already learned about the different parts of a plant. One of those parts is a seed. Many plants begin with a seed. Seeds come in all shapes and sizes, and as you might guess, the seed from different plants look different. Each seed is a plant waiting to sprout. If the seed is planted in the right place, then the seed will sprout and grow into a new plant. Only a sunflower plant can grow from a sunflower seed, and only an apple tree can grow from an apple seed. What type of plant do you think you would grow if you planted a watermelon seed? How about a pumpkin seed? Oops. Here are different types of seeds. You can take a look at all these seeds. Most seeds have nutrients inside them that feed the new plants for just a little while. In order to germinate or begin growing into new plants, seeds must have water, warmth from the sun, and nutrients from the soil. When a plant first starts to grow from a seed, it looks very different from a fully grown or a mature plant. Baby plants are called seedlings. This image shows a plant's growth from germination to seedling. The first picture shows a nearly germinated seed that is just beginning to sprout. Germination begins when the seed gets the right amount of warmth from the sun, water, and nutrients, causing the seed to open and the seedling to poke up through the soil. If you look very carefully at this first picture, you can see the new plant is just starting to grow its first root. The next several pictures show the same plant several days later. As the plant grows, you can see thin roots branching off deeper into the soil. The roots absorb water and nutrients and push them up through the plant's stem, which grows above the ground. It takes time for a seedling to grow into a full-grown adult plant. The amount of time it depends on the type of plant. If you plant a sunflower seed, it will take about a month before the plant begins to look more like a full-grown sunflower plant. If you plant an apple seed, it will take several years for the seedling to grow into a full tree. Here's a picture of a special plant part that contains the seed of another tree known as an oak tree. Who knows what this is called? You may have seen acorns before lying outside next to full-grown trees or being carried away in the mouths of squirrels. Squirrels spend all day running around looking for food. They also spend a lot of time hiding food. They will have nothing to eat in the winter if they do not hide extra food ahead of time. They bury so many acorns that a lot of time they forget where they put them. The acorn that the squirrel forgets stays in the soil, giving the oak seed inside a better chance to germinate underground. Once the seed sprouts, it will quickly grow into a seedling, but the young tree will grow only a foot or two in the first year. After a few years, the oak will grow to a height of 10 or more feet, but it is still considered a young tree or a sapling. This tree will still be called a sapling for many years. Oak trees take a long time to mature. In fact, it takes about 50 years for an oak tree to mature to the point that it makes lots of acorns. The oak will produce tens of thousands of acorns over the course of its lifetime, but only a few of those acorns will germinate and grow into new oak trees. Eventually, like all living things, the oak tree will die, though it might take 200 or more years for this to happen. Unless it gets a disease or there's problems, the oak tree will slowly die over the course of several years. It will produce fewer and fewer leaves each year. Its branches will drop off one by one, and gradually its wood will become softer and softer. Finally, hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Finally, the roots will die and the tree will fall down with a big crash on the forest floor. The tree's branches will be the first to rot and disappear into the soil, but the woody trunk will take many years to completely decay. Over time, as with all dead plants, the tree will fully decay and fall apart, but will never disappear. Instead, all the nutrients in the wood will rot and become part of the soil again. Soil is largely made up of decayed or rotten plants, and the more decayed plants there are in the soil, the more nutrients the soil will have. The more you learn, the more you'll understand that many things in nature occur in a cycle. When something that's part of a cycle, it means that certain events happen over and over again. Plants are part of the life cycle. See how it goes? A new seed grows, grows big, and then the seeds from the dandelion fly off and make new seedlings. It's called the life cycle. Okay, a couple of things. Seedling is a baby seed, kind of like we say a duckling is a baby duck. So say seedling, seedling. All right, that's it for today.